How's it going? My name is Taylor Tay-tay King, and you're watching the Taylor Tay-tay King channel, where I talk about almost everything. Comedy, movies, things I enjoy, maybe I'll throw a little therapy session in there, something I've learned, or maybe you'll see a video of my friend telling an interesting story about their life or stand-up comedy. Today, this is a therapy session for me, basically, which is when I have a therapy session, and instead of just leaving it to myself, I let other people listen to it to see if maybe it helps them. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping someone listens to, hey, at least I'm not this crazy, or hey, he makes a solid point. I'm so glad I listened to this. Oh, you know what? Things aren't so bad. That's, or something along those lines. And then eventually, as time goes on, this will become a little bit more popular, or I'll learn, what I'm doing or what I want to do. This is just a stepping stone. So I am a stand-up comic. Basically, I have a hard time when it comes to doing stand-up, talking slowly. A lot of my jokes, I force myself to speak very quickly because some jokes are very strange and very abstract, that if it was going to be talk slower, people would get bored because it's too much, but going quick kind of amps it up. And the problem with that is when it comes to other jokes that don't need that, I'm so used to rushing through that nobody laughs. And also, I don't know where the joke is, so then I don't stop talking. So it's become a very big problem for me very recently. So now I'm learning to speak a little bit slower. Turns out that's a lot harder than you think it would be, because for me, it turns out I never thought I was afraid of the silence of the audience, but it turns out I am very much scared of the awkwardness and the silence of the audience, because you're sitting there and you don't know if it's just not funny, if it's if it is the audience or if it's just you, and there's all that. And then if you just say something crazy and quick, my brain doesn't have time to think about that. My brain's like, okay, we go here, 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 and we're done. And I just talk through the whole thing and nobody responds, which to me I thought that was a great thing. Turns out that's wrong. Not all the time, because some of my jokes work better that way, but then most don't at all. And so I had to start listening to my recordings. And if you ask any comic, or I've asked multiple comics if they listen to themselves, and they hate it. It is the weirdest thing to do. It's like, I'm gonna listen to myself, and you go, I don't like what I'm hearing at all. Then you have to actually listen to what you're saying and then go, I don't like this, but then also fix it. And it's very strange. It's also very why did I think that was funny? Why did I do this? And it's very strange, especially for me. So as I've been trying to talk a little bit slower, I realize I don't talk slower at all. I just go through the joke, but I stop, and then I just run through another joke, then I stop. And because I'm so nervous trying to talk slower, I just keep saying in 3 minutes, I said I said 10 times, 5 times, and I still sped through a bunch of jokes, just a whole bunch. You can say, I've been told I'm very awkward on stage, which is fun, but it's not great when you're awkward on stage, plus you're adding ums and uhs, because it makes you sound more nervous than you actually are. And I've been trying to work through that. I did a set last night, which was Wednesday night, and it seemed to go well. I haven't listened to the recording yet, so I probably should have listened to the recording and then recorded this, but a lot of things are going on, so I haven't done that yet. But I do feel a lot better. People did tell me that I kept my awkwardness, which is good, but I also felt I didn't say or the us. So it's very exciting for me to see that I'm progressing. And one of the things I learned to do, which I used to do before going on stage, was breathing, just some breathing exercises, ins and outs, just calming myself down. But because I got so cocky, I'm gonna say cocky, and I decided I don't need to do that anymore. And that's when I started, blowing through all the jokes. So now I have to go back to breathing. And what I used to do, because I learned this from Dice Clay, was he would get on stage and not talk to reset the crowd because everyone's laughing. So they're in the mindset of the previous comic, and then you go up there and they have to like switch mindsets because, oh, this guy's a different guy. So he would sit there and pause, reset, then go. And I used to do that mainly because I would say something extremely crazy and would like make everyone like realize, wait, what's going on? But I realized that's more of a like, let's pause, let's get comfortable with the silence on stage, then move forward. So I'm really happy I did that, and I'm really glad that I've decided, and I'm working towards pausing and talking slower. Because for me, I'm very stubborn, so it could be very easy for me to just go, nah, I'm gonna, you guys listen better. It's not me, it's you. So I'm really proud of myself for doing that. I'm also really proud of myself for working towards this because it's very strange and different. But it also gives me something to do, which I really enjoy. I'm 21 now, and I was told when you're 25, that's the cutoff. When you're 25, whatever you're doing at the age of 25, you're going to be doing that for the rest of your life. And for me, that's why I'm starting now, to do all the things that I never thought I would be able to do. I'm doing those things. And I'm hoping by age 25, I've got a good habit of doing all the things I want to do, plus all the things I never thought I could do at age 25. So then, from 25 to 35, hopefully, I can be recognized, or someone can see it, you know? I mean, people say don't do things for the money, and I like taking pictures, I like doing stand-up, I like recording this, I like talking to people, I like trying to have a podcast, and I would do that without making money, of course. But it becomes very difficult at certain times where you go to the YouTube channel and there's no likes or there's no comments because you're like, well, are people enjoying this? Are the 6 people watching this, do they like this? What can I improve on? But nothing is happening. So I feel from 25 to 35, that's a great place after, working hard and getting over the bumps to hopefully people will be able to recognize my face. And then I can, learn from that, but also be getting paid. Because it would be amazing to not go to a 9-to-5 job every day. And then also do all the things wanted to do, where I could just do all the things I want to do, but also get money from it so I could survive. But it just becomes a very interesting yin and yang of, oh yeah, but if you're doing it for the money, bro, you're not gonna make it. Which is very strange. Because, we need it to survive. I would love to do the things I love to get cash for them to survive. But I guess it's more inner turmoil for me. This is the therapy portion, I guess you could say, of what is the difference between doing it for the money and then doing it in hopes that one day you only have to do that for the money. I guess this is how I differentiate. I'm only doing it for the money. I'm only doing this to become successful. I'm only doing this to get a mansion. I'm not doing stand-up to get a mansion. I'm doing stand-up because I have a debt to the universe, which is probably a different episode. If you go farther back, I probably said this before. But I would also love to make a living off doing something I love. I would love to do that. I'm not saying a mansion. I'm just saying to be able to not have to go to a 9-to-5 job you don't like, and then doing all these other things you don't like to do things you do like. I would love to every day wake up, do what I like, and not be worried about not paying rent or food. And I feel that's a great and solid goal. And if I'm wrong, well then, yin and yang. Tell me about it. Write a comment that this is wrong, this is why, and then I can learn from that and understand. Not only that, but I also get a comment so I also know where I'm at and that someone's listening to me. That feels great. So, this is it. This is done. This is a nice therapy thing. I'm trying something new. I like this format. I'm feeling great about this. If I could leave you with something, have a wonderful day. Smile. Things could be a lot worse, but hey, why not, instead of thinking that way, think, how can I make this even better?